Okay, just another quick recording. This is Wednesday at about 7:26 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let me get the disclaimer right away. This is just for fun, not financial advice. And I guess this is kind of like part two. This is the next day after the TL meme token launch. And I thought it was 1-to-1 with Million Token. So let me, right now, the one TL token is $4.16. Let me change this to Million Token. Okay, so one TL token is actually 1.09 million token. I thought it was 1-to-1. It's close. So 1 million token, if we reversed it, is 0.9 of a TL token. So it has probably something to do with liquidity. I'm not sure. I was under the impression, a quick first thought when I was like half awake yesterday before going to bed, I thought it was 1-to-1. So there is a little bit of discrepancy there. So it's close to it though. So most of my initial talk yesterday was, if you have million token, chances are the price of it is going to go up if you're on the ETH chain because it is somewhat paired to TL token, not exactly 1-to-1, but maybe like 90%. So if you go over to, let's see now where we're actually 1 million token on Solana network. That's another thing I wanted to test out today. I'm kind of going on the cuff here. Is 3.69 cents on Solana network. Let me pull out the Ethereum here. So it's only $3.58 on Uniswap. Interesting. So it's cheaper on Ethereum right now. And again, because it's probably going to be like 90%. So what's 90% of 3.68? I'm going to pull out my calculator. It's $3.32. And it's $3.58 on Uniswap. So maybe it is kind of pricey there. So you play around with the numbers yourself. But if you go to, let's see, quick swap, 1 million token is $3.35. That seems about right. And if we go to Pancake Swap, which I know a lot of people on the socials were saying, why is it so cheap there? I know they had some bridging issues, but I think that was resolved. I thought somebody posted instructions on how you could bridge your million token. So if you could buy some cheap million token on the BNB chain, BS Binance Smart Chain, and bridge it over where you could sell it on Ethereum or the Solana network, then it might be worth it. But I don't know if you could buy a lot, right, without pushing the price up. So let's say I wanted to buy, I don't know, $100 worth of million token on BNB chain. I would push the price up to still 148. How about $1,000 worth? But it should be closer to be like, $3.30 or so. It's $1,000 worth. It says 1 million token is about 180, about $10,000 worth. So I know there's some big ballers out there. Okay, that's too much. That pushed the price up to $4.42. What about half of that? 5,000. That's $3.15. So you could play around with it. It's probably around $6,000 or $7,000 worth, and you'll get like 1,600 or 1,700 million token, which is a good amount. And but that would be about the same price. So I guess you wouldn't want to go through all that trouble. And that's at 284, and then bridge it just for a small arbitrage. I would think it would have to be a pretty big arbitrage. But anyway, there's that, and you'd have to learn how to bridge your tokens to either another chain where there's more liquidity. But I don't think there's a lot of liquidity on PancakeSwap. There's also, there's not much on AVAX. So 1 million token there is actually under $1. There's only like 1,600 tokens on the whole chain here on AVAX. So let me see. I'm going to place it around with some numbers. $1,000 would get you 152 million token, 1 million token 654. So liquidity there is very, very low. I wouldn't probably mess around with AVAX. And yeah, I think we already went over Polygon also though. So I guess there's some new news there that it's not exactly 1-to-1 ratio for the 1 million token versus the TechLead token. It's, Salon. You go to SoulScan, you put in the contract address, and you'll see the holders here. We got some pretty big whales here, like as the percentage of the supply. The top one's probably the liquidity pool that has about half the supply, a little less than half. Another pool here with combined that's like 500,000. And the percentile here, we've got some big wallets here holding 4% of the supply, going down to like 1%. Let's go. That's the first 10. Let me go down. I see now. Go on another page. Let's go 40. So there's not a lot of wallets holding more than 1% of supply, but there could be more than one person holding many wallets. So thoughts. Where is this thing going? Let's take where it is now. 1 million token is at $3.63 now, according to Dex Tools. Let me just blow this up a bit. We had gone up to somewhere over $11. Maybe it was, let's see now, $11.48. So we're having a retracement of 68% from that high. But we were at like a buck, a little more than $1 just before this token launch. The TL token on the Dex Tools, and take a look here. That had gone up to $12. So million token was kind of going up in that same area, $11, $12 ish. Let's see how much that has gone down. It should be about the same, 68%. So generally, whatever TL token is doing, million token is doing. So there's people taking, the arbitrage opportunity there. So where do I think this is going? Well, I think the token launch was actually a good timing. You got Trump came out with his token and Milani token, so that's kind of like the signal that I guess meme coins are okay. I don't think if Trump came out with those coins, I don't think TL would have came out with his meme coin. But this administration is more crypto friendly, so maybe he would have. But I think the fact that last I checked, Trump made at least $9 billion on paper on his token launch, up to maybe $20 or $32 billion. But that was at the all-time high for his Trump token. Anyway, so where's this going to go? I think the timing is good because we're in the banana phase of the last year of bull cycle. This is the fourth year. I suspect 2026 will be a bear market unless we get like a Bitcoin strategic reserve and other nations start FOMOing in. It might extend the bull market. But instead of going to like maybe $200,000 or $220,000, we can go to $500,000 or $1 million. But eventually, long-term holders that have like 10x or 20x or more will sell, and you won't have enough buyers to support the price anymore. That's just what's going to happen, unless nation states they could just print money out of thin air and buy up Bitcoin, which that is a possibility. If they just start doing that, and I don't even think it's going to cause inflation that much, because that's going to actually go into actual people's hands. Usually when the government prints money, it kind of goes to the businesses first, and hardly anything trickles down to the mom and pops. So I think a lot hinges on the strategic Bitcoin reserve as far as the whole crypto cycle. But as the timing for meme coins, this is a good time right now to launch a meme token. So if you remember when Million Token was launched, it was actually in a bear market, and that was poor timing. But you never know, and it's hindsight's 2020. And then, so I still think the timing here is good. We went up to $200 in a bear market, and where can we go now? it's anybody's guess. There's things and bad things going through my head. I'll start off with the bad things is, you're gonna have people like CoffeeZilla coming out with his YouTube bashing tech lead probably, uh, you know, bringing back the past with Million Token. And he's probably working on that video right now. I know those two have a thing going back and forth with CoffeeZilla and TL, but bad publicity is good publicity. And the good thing is, the timing for the meme coins, the launch of the timing, plus the administration is crypto friendly. And I guess he kind of hinted that the liquidity was locked up, and he was kind of like, "Well, I'm just going to make money on the liquidity fees," which is true. But I mean, like, if I launched a coin, I probably would buy some of it myself, right? Either whether it's TL token or Million Token, if it's cheap, because it's probably going to pump. I mean, it would be silly not to buy your own token and provide liquidity. So another thing bad about providing liquidity. So even if it's locked up, other people are going to provide liquidity, right? If you can make money, then other people will provide liquidity. If other people are providing 90% of liquidity, and eventually they leave, and the liquidity's pulled or like a rug pull, even though technically didn't do it, but if other people's providing liquidity, if they are the majority, that could cause a bear market. Because I discussed this in my previous videos, where if you have like global liquidity being tightened or drained, markets go down. So I think the same thing happens with tokens, with crypto. So, but if he has 500,000 tokens providing liquidity, I think he's got the majority of the liquidity pool. And if it's locked up, that's good. So he doesn't. They can't say like he's gonna do a rug pull or whatever, like it with Million Token, where I guess he stopped providing liquidity. He was trying to educate other people to how to provide liquidity. So I don't think it's gonna happen with the TL token. So lessons learned from the past, I suppose. I'm not really following it too much. People have asked me if I sold or anything. I haven't sold. If Million Token keeps pace with the TL token, then I'm gonna just let the markets decide. If the markets want to pump this to $200 like last time with Million Token, I probably will sell a little on the way. I remember it went up to $200. It just seemed like very, very fast. Was it within like 2 weeks or something like? Maybe it was a month or two. It was fast, but we had a lot going on with Million Token. We were on, we had the website. We were on Pancake Swap to save on fees, but I remember the fees on Ethereum were really, really high. And then Tech Lead had us on Polygon, which was really cool. And then AVAX and what were some other ones? Harmony One. There were some other smaller ones out there. But there was a lot of buzz out there for Million Token and got a lot of people excited about it. And it's unfortunate that it wasn't launched in the start of a bull market. Like, right after a bear market, launch a coin. But maybe even now, like when you're in the banana phase of the bull market, it might be actually the best time, because now people are kind of frothy at the mouth and they're looking for something. So there's good things and bad things about this whole thing. And I'm not going to fight the market. I'll just ride it out. I probably will sell this year because I'm going to retire. This is like, I've been in the market since 2017, and I could have probably retired at the previous cycle top at like 2022, was it, or 2021? But I didn't sell. So, but where I am right now, I'm actually up a significant amount from when the top was 3 years ago, whatever it was. So I'm happy. I could cash out now and retire. But if I think we're still in the beginning phase of the banana phase of this bull market, I will be patient and get what's coming to me, and I'm not going to be greedy. I'll sell, hopefully on the way up. So I'll set limit orders. So if it hits a certain price, it will sell. I don't want to like market sell and have the price drop on me, because I don't think that's the way to do it. But I think right now we're probably going to hit a top for Bitcoin of 200,000 minimum, give or take 10%. And with the strategic Bitcoin reserve, higher. But if we go up too fast, the bull market might abruptly be shorter. There's a lot of variables. The pi cycle top's my number one indicator. And anything else I want to say? Um, I think that's about it. I want to keep this focused on million token and the TL token. If you guys wanted me to talk more about Bitcoin and stuff in general, I could do that. I'm kind of just on the sidelines. I'm just making these videos because this is, new right now with the TL token came out yesterday. And the people that get in earliest will have the less risk and more rewards. So we'll just see how this plays out. It's common for a meme token to, pump and then have corrections of 50% to, 95% before you have an accumulation phase and then going up again. So we have this, pump here, correction, people took profits, and then we're going sideways right now, which is, to me, looks like it's a good sign of accumulation. It's looks like $3.75 might be the new low. You never know. Million token, these tokens were like $1, and then when they did a 10x basically in a day. So the people got in early, probably made some bank. So I hope everybody's having a good time. I think that's all I need to cover today. So yeah, I'm on Telegram if you want to reach out to me, or you could follow me on Twitter. I'll talk to you later. Bye.